So we cannot start before these.
Nope, that's all useless.
But after we can.
You've tainted the footage!
So anyway, okay, so this is the final episode of Metal Gear Solid section of Metal Gear Mondays. I guess we're going to do Metal Gear 2 after this. Maybe.
We'll see what we want.
We might play
But,
something in between it. We might.
We are going to start doing the
Break
podcast
it up,
again,
maybe.
so we'll
Yeah.
at least have that. That's
Sorry
actually
about
going to be a
that.
thing.
Oh, we're being recorded.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah, we're doing that. I want to make sure. Am I crazy? We are recording. All right, good.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Metal Gear?
I don't know.
So we're
I thought it was called Metal Bear.
we realized that Colonel betrayed Snake, but the Colonel was also being manipulated by the Pentagon, and we destroyed Metal
I bet
Gear.
you $50 we gotta change this.
Yep. That's exactly what that is.
Change disc.
I will change my
With the
digital
magic
disc.
of the PS3, I don't have to do shit.
The cool thing about living in 2015 is you can change your PlayStation discs digitally.
It's almost like we're not even here.
Who's not even
Do we
here?
need more volumes?
Ooh.
We're good.
Well, it's recording right off the thing, so I think we're.
It's recording from the console directly.
That's what I'm saying.
So what we hear doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is a good.
I feel like it should be a little louder than this, though.
You might still be able to.
This is fine, right?
I'm okay with that if you guys are.
As long as we.
This will
we
be better
got
for the audio.
subtitles. We got subtitles.
The quieter is technically better it is for the audio.
Before the end.
And we're all about our production value here.
Welcome to Memory Card Radio.
Welcome.
Oh!
You did not say, it's a historic day where you didn't say that.
It's the final episode.
Oh, yeah.
History was made.
They already know the routine.
That's true.
If you're this far,
What if I edit in
How
you saying it from another episode?
but
But-
as long
but-
as you
but
edit
off
it
to a good start.
to show up right here.
But over a clown's face.
Right here.
So I'll make a clown's mouth go, radio.
As long as you have mouth motion too. You gotta put
Oh,
in some
yeah.
effort.
I'm not going to put in like real effort. It's going to be like, I think, like South Park Canadian mouth movement kind of
Okay.
thing.
Well, that's all you need. So we're fighting Liquid
Yes.
because he's les enfants terribles.
He's terrible.
That means in French that he has bad fonts.
And
Like
now-
he has Comic Sans in Papyrus.
I fucking knew it was
I like
there.
Papyrus.
I'm appreciating Papyrus now
Not
that
a
I
big
played
Comic Sans
Undertale,
guy. Ooh.
but I think Papyrus is a bad font.
Ooh, you better
I
get
think
off
it's
me,
like,
buddy.
you know,
better get off me. Oh,
Like,
no.
like we're a country club and we don't want to spend 5 seconds looking for a good font, so we're gonna pick Papyrus.
But he's
we're
the best character in the history of video games. So
we're a fancy restaurant. Papyrus menus. Like every restaurant that thinks it's fancy has Papyrus menus.
you know, Sans is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Comic Sans.
Shit.
I think Papyrus is technically a sans serif font.
Well, they are brothers.
Yeah. That's true. Then.
Man, this will be sad if you like don't beat him in
Nah, I
time.
think I'll get him.
I got a minute. I like how this whole game has been like this stealth sneaking around, and it ends in a
Alright.
fist fight.
Oh, good.
Wow. Okay. Bing bing.
Boom, boom. Curse your inability to not be damageable.
Give him the one tooth.
3. You gotta give him the. There you go.
One tooth. Three.
Yeah.
One tooth.
1 tooth. For free.
Everyone else in the world
I don't
fights like
think-
they give him. When
I don't
everyone
think
else
they're
fights,
gonna
they give
do
him the
it.
one tooth. In West Virginia, we give him the one tooth.
He's got 20 seconds. He ain't gonna do it.
That's right.
I bet you $50.
I believe in us.
Maybe not.
I believe in our relationship.
You couldn't do it if you tried.
I don't try.
No, I'm getting desperate now, so I'm...
It doesn't matter. Time's gonna run out.
You're gonna run out.
Well, hell. I got close.
You're out of time. He kills you with a punch. You're out of time. That's the worst Liquid impression in the history of the world.
I got
it.
it.
Here's my
Have
liquid
at you.
impression. Solid Snake, I want to fight you. That's my
What do you think of the voices in this game? Consider the era. This
really
was-
good voice
Considering the
acting.
era, I mean, it's the best.
Amazing
It's
voice
better
acting.
than a lot of stuff that comes out now.
Oh man.
Well,
Really?
I kind of feel like all the actors in this are in other stuff that exists now, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale was Commander Shepard. David Hayter. Well, actually, David's only Snake, but
Wow.
he wrote the Watchmen
Is
movies.
this Commander Shepard a Mass Effect thing? Mm-hmm. I've never played the Mass Effect games, but I'm gonna have Mass Effect 2 free on PS Plus
It's the best one.
tomorrow, I think.
I wish you could play the first one first
Fuck.
and see the jump. But 2 is the best one. I don't know.
Would it, story-wise, be okay if I started with the second one? I feel like it would because they're giving it to me and not the first one. Or they're
They
doing
might have
that to
given the
sell
first-
the first one.
I'm gonna be honest. That's probably one you would want to start with the first one.
Okay.
The first one's not the best game. The second game's a huge improvement, but just story-wise, you need it. But more than that, your choices carry over.
Mm-hmm.
So like you make decisions in 1, and then all the decisions show up in 2 and 3, and then it becomes your story.
I will say though, I remember I had this like really vague memory of being at my mom's house, which I moved out when I was 19, so it was a while ago, and I was watching G4 when that was still a channel, and they reviewed this game called Mass Effect that came out, and it had really good ratings, and I wanted to play it, and I didn't have a console to play it on because I didn't have a good PC, and I had, I think, what was my newest console then, like a fucking Wii or something.
John may disagree with me, but for me, Mass Effect is like the Star Wars level of important science fiction in
Wow.
video games.
I
shit.
don't necessarily disagree with that.
I think
I understand
it is
that.
like a franchise that I hold really hard to my heart.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah.
Man, well, I would have had it.
2 is the best, though. And 3 is great, too.
Okay.
People bitch about the last 10 minutes, but everything before it's fine, and it still concludes well enough. If you play it, definitely play as female Shepard, because it's just a million times better voice.
I don't even know what that means. That's the best part.
You make your character.
Oh, okay.
And you can make it a man or a woman. Pick woman because your character's fully voiced, and it's just by far the better actor.
I think you know this about me. I think I've told you about it, but every time I'm in a game where you can select your character and make it male or female, I go female every time.
Okay, great. I do the same.
No reason. I don't have some fucking reason. I just
We're the same.
do it.
But yeah,
I don't know why.
You pick your character and you make them. So and you get and every game you can also change it so you can have them look different.
Alright,
if you
I got a
want.
question for you, and I'm sure you'll know this. This is your area of expertise.
Sure.
Main character of Undertale, is that a girl?
It's supposed to be gender ambiguous.
Okay.
So honestly, it's
Fine by me.
whatever you want to see it as.
I like that.
I see
lot,
it as a
actually.
girl. But it could be a-
I like that a lot. I'd like to see like a detailed 3D game like on the fucking PS4 be like that, where it's a really detailed person, but you can't tell if it's a man or woman. That'd be interesting.
Oh, I feel like something's done it, but
I feel like I've never seen that.
Link. It's not Sony, but like
Maybe.
the new Zelda Link looks really gender ambiguous.
Yeah. I kind of like that a lot.
I've fapped to it regardless of which, because it's hot.
I
But-
think, I think that would, achieving that kind of look in a main character in a game would help take that male and female Western influence out of the game. Just
I'll be-
have the character be more
in
pure.
that regard, and I'm not saying this to praise the game, but with Undertale, one of the other things it does really well with that is how it handles sexuality. Because there's like tons of gay characters and tons of straight characters, and it handles them like perfectly. Like if you're looking for like, I know a lot of people like hate social justice warriors for making whatever, but like if you're looking for the best case example of pretty much all of that, Undertale did really damn good. Although I don't think it had a trans character, but that I know of anyway.
Right.
But like it did all those things. It would get feminist frequency seal of approval.
Yeah. Like the Bechdel test.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Damn it.
Ever since I learned about the Bechdel test, I've been looking at everything like that. It's pretty cool.
You know what movie almost didn't pass it?
What?
Scott Pilgrim. And for a funny
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
For a funny reason, because the whole movie is built around Scott's relationships. Like, it's not even out of a sexist reason. It's that the movie is literally about him and relationships. But it won because there's a single line where a character says, "I like your hair." So,
You know, it's funny. If you look online, like what does a movie have to do to pass the Bechdel test? The requirements are so, you'd think looking at them that every movie would pass it. such a tiny percentage of them do. It's nothing. It's like women have to talk to each other for like a minute and not about a man or something. It's like nothing. It's so simple and like no movies
There
pass
are
it.
3 rules. 1, is there more than one female character?
Okay.
2, do the female characters ever interact? 3, do they interact and not have a conversation about the male character?
Yeah, it's so fucking simple.
If you have that occur, if they exist as people, pass. You know.
The thing is, it's not unrealistic at all. That's what real life is. Women don't fucking talk about men all day. They have their own lives. Like,
Yeah. It's just one of those things you don't think about in terms of movies, but most movies, I don't want to say all, a lot of movies are just about the guy. And like I feel like one of the bigger hits, if you want feminism talk, and I'm not saying this to insult it.
So upset.
This is
so upset.
I could always take over if you want to.
Nope.
Alright.
Absolutely not.
Like take an Adam Sandler comedy, right?
right?
The women in that are not people.
No,
They
they're
have never
not.
once had an interaction outside of I think you're cute and you are the main character and I encourage you. They might kick his ass, like Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. She kicks his ass, but there's still. What have I learned about her? Fucking nothing.
Adam
We just
Sandler
know that
movies
he likes
are.
her.
Adam Sandler movies, now I'm thinking about it, are pretty guilty of the manic pixie dream girl archetype,
Yeah.
like the fucking Zoe Deschanel movies.
This wasn't a thing that was talked about until like the past 10 years. I mean, like actively thought about when it came to movies. I think there's been a difference.
I'm glad they are. I want to see more variety in shit I
A
watch.
social
want
justice
everything to be the
warrior
same.
bastard.
I want to see more variety.
But I mean, you know,
Even outside of even outside of feminism, I just want to see more variety in characters.
I'm gonna say this now because I've been accused of it. When I say feminist, I'm not saying that women are better than men. I am literally saying
No one thinks that, do they?
they're equal. I've had
Oh, I know
people
who
honestly-
accused you of that.
Yeah, I know you know, John.
But nobody else has, I'm sure.
Oh, you know
That's
what?
not the point.
I had an interesting a conversation with someone who I worked with at, I guess, the shoe store I worked at,
Yeah.
and we brought up feminism, and he was he's someone who's not really acquainted with the idea of feminism. He's
Fuck you.
been turned off to the idea,
Yeah.
and he said something, and I said I was a feminist. He thought I was joking. I'm like, no, I'm not joking. I was like, dictionary definition of feminism is that men and women should be treated equally. It's really simple. Feminism, there's no complicated. It's not, it's not saying there should be a it's not saying that there should be a matriarchy. It's not saying that women are better than men. It's literally men and women should be equal. That's it. That's what feminism is. Like
Yeah.
dictionary, like in Webster's dictionary definition. And he's like, well, I just, He's like, well, I believe that, but I don't like the word. I'm like, I don't care if you like the word. You're a feminist if you believe that. Sorry, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, it's...
I mean, I think
You don't argue with the
I
meaning
think
of
the
the word.
problem is it's human nature. We look at the most extremist cases of
Right.
every group, and we call that just the norm.
Yeah.
But that's not always true.
Yeah, Christians
Except
think
with
like
Abraham.
atheists are the worst things ever, and a lot of new atheists think Christians are the worst thing ever because they think of people who, kill gay people. I'm like, no one does that. Just some of the...
It's extremism in a group. You don't view the whole group that way. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a class with someone that was like, atheists are trying to ruin our protests. I'm like, atheists don't do anything. That's just like a couple of them.
Well,
Atheists are at home watching a movie on Netflix. They don't do anything.
I mean,
That's
the worst
point.
thing an atheist will do is write a Facebook
That's
post.
fucked up.
Even then, I don't think there's very many of them.
No.
If it
I
is,
know
it's a
one.
new atheist. It's a new atheist. New atheist student.
Yeah, they do.
If you've been one for a while, it's just... It's not that you constantly wake up every day and go, I don't believe in God. You just don't believe it.
No.
Ah! Damn it! Damn it!
Do you need a security blanket called
I
me?
need
It's
nothing.
going to be 4 videos.
Need nothing.
17 videos left.
I'm fine. If this is the whole video, I'm fine with that.
You need to make this guy the kill this guy.
This was supposed to be the finale. I
This is
refuse.
he's
This
making
is
me
going
pull out my
away.
best move right
He's
now.
this guy. He's the kill this guy of all time.
He is gonna be the kill this guy of all
You
time.
need to make this video 100 haunted.
You know what? I'm putting it in the bank. This is
You doing
the
it? You
last
making a
video.
deposit?
This is going in the bank. You can take it to the bank.
Okay.
Meryl is strapped next to a bomb.
Meryl's fine.
Merrill is the name of a shoe company. They make really good hiking shoes.
Meryl
I
is
worked
in
at a shoe
police
store, I know
knots.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
If you need hiking shoes, buy Merrell's, by the way.
Piss.
Fucking Christ.
I pictured Solid Snake. Oh my god, so much gas. I pictured Solid Snake going piss as he fell over. Like during an important fight, like a life or death fight, he goes piss when he falls over.
Yeah.
Solid Snake needs some Pissman's mustard.
Pissmans.
Pissmans.
That's a Tim and Eric thing, right?
Yeah.
Tim's kitchen tips.
That's right. I've seen.
Put some Pissmans in there. I think it really adds a spice, a little twist, if you will.
Pissmans.
It's always
Damn it.
funny.
It's so dumb.
Pissmans.
He's trying to do it again.
Yeah, and he keeps doing it. Don't let him do it. He's kicking your ass.
Oh man, the prediction, the fucking read.
So, what do you think of the narrative of this one scene that we've seen all day?
Man, it's really telling me the
You're
story.
out of time.
I feel like he's
Minute
playing
and a half.
Catherine right now. This is me playing Catherine.
Except you actually beat Catherine.
It took long enough.
And he played it on easy, keep that in mind.
I played it on easy. It took me about 12
Alright,
hours.
I'm just gonna start again.
I mean,
Start again.
and John was with me. That fucking level was hard. There was something I did where I pulled out a thing and I climbed the ledge and I went
Which
all the way around.
ending did you get in Catherine?
I got the one where he makes Thomas Mutton set up the meeting between me and Catherine and they make up.
Okay.
I got. Well,
So you got the half good ending.
Is there a good ending?
There's 3 main endings and then there's
Wow.
extensions.
Well, you can tell me because I'm not gonna play.
Go on YouTube was what you would do. But
Okay.
if you went for the true ending and finished that, the two would get married.
Oh
Afterward.
wow!
If you, I think neutral, there's an option where you're a free man and you break up with her, and then he goes out and he fucking's like, I'm free.
I kinda like
and
that.
He fulfills his dream as a like space something. And then if you go for the other one, it's just a hilarious ending, where basically you get to fuck her for all eternity. Also, am I the only one that thinks the villain looks like Stan Lee? Because I kept thinking.
Yes, Thomas Mutton. Absolutely.
I just kept thinking, man, Stan Lee is bad.
Or the boss, I guess, as he is known throughout the game.
I
Thomas
fucking
Mutton.
love the fact that he finds out by complete accident in that game. He's like, "You fucking saw her, didn't you?" And then
That
it's
was
like,
that was really astute of him to find out. That was a really cool twist I didn't see coming.
that was so funny though.
I
Because
couldn't believe that she wasn't real. It fucking blew my mind. What a weird twist.
My shit is that Stan Lee fucking is like reveals everything, and like Vincent doesn't even realize what he's talking about. It's like, yeah, you saw. Wait, what? Excuse me.
That's fucking crazy though. Like it was well written.
You
It's a
would
well-written
like
game.
Persona. You would definitely like their other stuff.
There was I was looking through you know when you're in the bar you can go to the jukebox. There was Persona music in it.
Yeah.
So,
That soundtrack's so fucking good. Like, I've loved the Shin Megami Tensei games.
You gave me
man.
the 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna show you that trailer the other day.
Let's do
His
take
hits do so much more.
You can take a beat.
Mine did.
Damn. Oh.
Look at this. I was so far ahead for like a whole second.
Oh my god.
You know what? You
It's the
need,
camera angles.
you need some
Yeah.
Pissman's mustard.
I do.
Give him little bops. Run around and give him
That
little bops.
seems to be the safest thing. Unless he does something like that.
Okay, come on.
Damn. Wish there was a button to step
close.
on his hands.
He gets close every time, but then he fails at the last moment.
That was close.
Right now?
You were like a pixel off.
Oh!
Oh no!
And the clock strikes!
You were like a pixel off of his hitbox on that last hit. If you were like this, if
Oh,
you were
I've had
like,
a lot of moments like that.
God damn.
Or not.
His hitboxes are tricky.
That's nuts, man.
Have at you.
You got it this time.
Liquid is Dracula from Castlevania.
No, this is the time.
Yeah, you have some advantage here.
This is our time. We're young.
Well, that
We're
could
gonna
go away in
live our
one
lives.
fuck up.
Don't fuck up. And
Well,
then it won't
that's
go away.
the object, isn't it? Fuck you.
Maybe.
Fuck.
So, what about these graphics?
They actually, I think they still look pretty good.
I
Just
love
as long as
the
you keep the
design of the
era
Metal
in
Gear.
perspective. It's got a cinematic
So
look to
cool.
it.
You got Meryl in the back just chilling. You're kicking it. You're doing it.
Don't say that. Don't you fucking give me a compliment.
I have a question for you all. And this is like I've been thinking about this a lot, especially playing Catherine.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Good.
Sections in games like this. What do you think about difficulties on your first playthrough? So, should a game be designed for you to beat it first try if you try really hard and you get lucky? Or like, what do you think about that? Because Catherine, I feel like you should, in theory, it should be designed for people to barely beat it first try. Mm-hmm. That's how games should be designed.
Sure.
In my
If
opinion.
they're good.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Like they're really paying
when
attention.
I have games with difficulty options,
Sure.
and I say this, but then I'll tell you when it doesn't happen.
It can work the other way though. Sorry.
I first play on normal, which is difficult but doable. Right?
Damn it.
Then, second time I play hard, I challenge myself. I don't bother with the very hards and whatnot.
Fuck
Those are
me.
usually bullshit relentless for the wrong reason. But you go hard, and you really work for it, and then any other time I play it, it's easy because I just want the experience again.
Sure.
If a game for the first go can vary so much. Like, Dark Souls is hard as
Nice.
fuck. And I will never, but I wouldn't want a difficulty in that.
Sure.
I would never want Dark Souls easier because I would always take that option out of frustration, and it forces you to do it. So,
I like that.
it just depends on the game.
Get the fuck off.
It does. First thing I thought of when I brought that up, I'm like, wait a minute. Super Meat Boy is not that, but it works perfectly. Pokemon, the same thing. I think, in my opinion, if you're going to have a game where it's almost impossible to beat a section of it first try, there needs to be little to no repercussion for dying or losing. And you need to be able to restart quickly.
Souls.
You know what? I haven't played it enough to even comment on that. I don't know.
Dark Souls, there's a very fine reason why it doesn't, and it's brilliant. It's the only game where that long wait exists for a purpose, because every single time,
It's getting close every time. Damn. This is getting close. That's what makes me want to do it again.
like how if you play like Resident Evil, the map inside your head, so you could just go wherever.
Right.
Dark Souls is like that too, where you slowly master the entire game because of it. So theoretically, by the time you're at the end, you could go through any section like, this is a fucking breeze, this is nothing.
Right.
And that's part of the reason, is because it makes you better. And I think that's like what the Souls games do design-wise. It's designed so that regardless who the fuck plays it, if you stick at it, you will only improve.
Okay.
And then fucking, you'll get a little farther.
I like that.
Yeah. It's hard as fuck, but,
Sure.
that's why they say tough but fair.
I kind of like how this game works. This fight is like your experience of the game, and we've been trying a couple times. It's a hard fight. It's easy.
It's a
you
hard
have to
fight.
say it's a very hard fight.
It's a hard fight.
But when you continue, you're right back into it and you can do it again. So
Yeah.
I like that
better or worse.
there's no... You can't game over in this game, right? You can just keep trying over and over again.
Right.
forever.
There's literally only one
Exactly.
section you
Pokemon works like that, and that's why I approve of how hard Pokemon is sometimes, is because when you lose all your thing and you black out and you go to the Pokemon Center, there's no repercussion for losing all your Pokemon, all of them dying. You just try again.
Yeah.
And so I think that's okay. However, it would be worse if you had to walk for 2 minutes to get to the fight every time. That would suck really bad.
Yes, it would.
Dark Souls is like perfectly designed to be anti what you're saying. It's just funny to me.
And
But
Super Meat
normally
Boy
it
is like the complete opposite. Super Meat Boy is, you die, like, instantly you start over.
You know what I think it is more? I don't think it's so much when you restart. I think it's loading screens. Because you have to feel like you're playing. Like you die, but you're not out of the game, and then therefore it doesn't bother you.
Catherine was good about it. I enjoyed the difficulty of Catherine in terms of restart times. It was really, it got frustrating sometimes, but I had fun. It was a good game. If I didn't have fun, I would stop playing it. But I played through. I beat it in 3 days. I'm proud of myself.
One nice thing about Catherine is if you wanna cheat and look better to your friends, you fucking play it on the hardest difficulty next to a YouTube video. Because if you see exactly how they do it, step by step, that game's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So I beat the hardest difficulty in that game by cheating. You just pause. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, not luckily, but I'm proud of myself in that I almost looked up how to do some levels because I played them so many times. But I pulled through. I did it all on my own with my brain.
Did you do it?
Nope.
Oh! I was so confident.
I believe in you. Ah!
Don't fucking say that.
Bop!
That's the last thing.
He regains health, I think, doesn't he? Does he regain it? He regains it.
Give me the fucking controller.
No.
I can't take
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This will all be in vain, Eric. It's gonna happen. Don't even check the time. Don't even do it.
I can't even see it. I'm
That's
nearsighted.
irrelevant. It's
I'm
irrelevant.
nearsighted, John. I can't see it.
Good.
And my glasses are in my room. I don't want to go get them. And also, I've been drinking a little bit.
I got him this time.
So I'm slightly effed up. I'm nearsighted. I can't see the times.
I'm pulling out my best moves.
I'm whipping out my dick.
I'm whipping out my best moves.
He can hit me one time.
So Max, since we've seen this scene many times, let's talk about the lettering corner. Those Japanese letters.
Uh-huh.
Those aren't American, but
They
this
mean-
game takes place in Alaska.
They mean something to me.
Why would they have that when we're in Alaska?
Well, you know what? I'll ask you.
I don't know.
Alaska sounds like I'll ask you.
You're gonna have to explain it to him. He doesn't get it.
He's got intense concentration.
Yeah, I'm barely hearing what you all are saying.
Concentration.
Well, I mean, he's halfway through.
Eric was asking me why there were Japanese characters there, and he said, "Well, you know, they're Americans and they're in Alaska." And I said, "Well, I don't know that, so I'll ask you." Because they're just hearing me say it twice now. I didn't realize that we're being recorded.
He's drunk.
I feel like I'm hanging out with my best friends. And really,
That's not what it is.
We all
really,
hate
it's not.
each
It's
other.
not what's happening. It's a production.
This is a film, I think. I think I'm an actor in a film right now.
Damn it, the hell.
You know, the saddest moment of my life.
Wow, what a change. What a place to go.
Yeah.
So the saddest point of my
This
life.
is pretty much the saddest part of my life.
Whoa! I'm sorry, go.
No, it's done.
You know what? I agree. You probably should back out and never say what you're going to say.
I feel like it was related to this conversation. Believe it or not,
Is it too late though?
it's the moment.
You
It's done.
can tell me after we shut the camera.
I can do that, but the reason I don't want to tell you is because I want the audience to be mad.
Well, like we said before, fuck the fans.
Fuck them.
Fuck the fans.
Yeah, all
Fuck the
two of you.
Fuck the fans.
Fucking Brutal Moose, you're going down with ratings after we finish.
Who is he? I hear that name so much and I don't know what he
I'll put on a video after this, and you'll learn who Brutal Moose
Is he like Total Biscuit?
He's better. He's different. He's
Let
close.
me up,
He's more
let me up,
like
you fucking
Catacrys.
game.
I don't really know who Total Biscuit
Shadow
is.
Moses.
He,
I know that he
actually, I
he
take
is-
that back. Brutal Moose was on a Catacrys video. You know,
Alright.
you know the
owned up.
what is it? The fucking Catacrys video. What's the fuck is that game? It was the Zoo Race.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brutal Moose is the other guy in it.
Oh!
And I really like that guy.
I wanna
like
play
him
Zoo- I
a
need to-
little more than Catacrys, I think.
I need to play Z-Race already.
Yeah,
JonTron's Z-Race video is pretty good.
they're both great.
I think any video you make about Z-Race is good because Z-Race
After-
is so weird.
After this, I want to show you the video. So remind.
Question: how self-aware is Z-Race? I can't put my finger on
I
it.
doubt it.
Do you think it's genuine? Do they think the people who made it was normal?
I think controversial statement that Jesus can work miracles.
No one thinks that.
It's controversial.
It's controversial.
So when I was
That
younger,
the Lord is God.
there was this game for the PS2 called the Bible Game, and I actually rented it.
Oh, that's the sequel to Bingus and the
It
Spunky
was a
Crocus.
game show with religious questions, and the reason I rented it is because for the PS2.
Oh
And the reason I rented it is because I said I've never heard of this fucking thing, and I just gotta see what this is. And at that point, I realized why
no! No, there you fuck.
the Zoo Race can exist. Because for some reason, religious games are poorly coded. I don't know why. Not just Christian or anything like
It's
that.
probably
All
Satan.
religious
It's
games
Satan.
are
It's
terribly
Satan.
coded.
It's Satan's influence on the game code.
Interfering with the code, yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna develop this in C++, and Satan's like, make it in Java.
Did you see the trailer for the
Okay.
new Five Nights at Freddy's thing?
No.
It's so weird. It's a JRPG. I'm not kidding.
I don't even care. I
This
stopped
is
playing
being
after
made.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Fucking wine.
I like Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Well,
It's a cool game.
Well, you know what? He's making a JRPG where you play as the characters, but they're chi-ified and they're adorable.
I
It's still
believe
vibes, not
that
weird.
Scott Hawthorne, or Hawthorne, or Hawthorne, or what's his last name?
Christian.
Scott Christian. Scott Hawthorne, I think.
It starts with a C. I know that.
No, it doesn't. Oh, was it Coffin?
Caulfield.
Was it Coffin?
Yeah.
Cawthorne?
Caulfield, I want to say.
Something like that.
Anyway, he's a dick.
I think he's generally a pretty good developer in terms of how a game's supposed to feel and play and stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's visually is very, very simple and just doesn't necessarily
You
stand up to
gotta
other
kick 'em
games.
off.
It doesn't stand up to other games in terms of
There you
visuals.
go.
Go!
Damn, dude. Here, give that shit with it. Ow! I'm just kidding. Snarky.
Story. We got
Anyway,
Snarky.
Metal Gear. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Metal Gear.
I'm
Mondays.
back.
Let's start the episode.
You're missing the narrative!
Oh,
Okay,
black
there's
screen.
black screen. Meryl.
Meryl.
Meryl? Death.
Meryl.
Meryl? Penis.
We're right.
So, when I
am.
played this
Un-
game, she was dead.
Well, it's because you failed the torture scene.
No, I succeeded in thinking that was canon. Because Meryl wasn't there until 4.
Meryl, are you okay?
It's not really a spoiler.
Are they gonna put their spinguses together right now?
It's been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad.
I like her helmet, her red helmet.
I didn't get into the torture.
It's shaped like a hair.
You know, if you're in the military, wouldn't you want to shave it? Someone could just pull on that hair. It seems dangerous.
Just like you,
Yeah.
Strong woman.
fighting them.
I'm just saying.
Her voice acting's really good. You hear her if you listen.
I felt like you were there with me.
It is really good.
It gave me the strength to go on.
Ain't as good as Five Nights at Freddy.
I've noticed that I've respected voice acting as its own separate art.
Oh, it totally is.
Have you ever heard an actor try to voice act? They can't fucking do it most of
Some
the time.
can, some
It's totally
can't.
different.
Really good actors can't voice act a lot of the
It's
time.
related, but it's different.
I hear theater people are really good at voice acting, which is where they tend to go. 'Cause they
That
have,
makes sense.
yeah, because you got to do the mocap suits and all that.
Theater acting is such an interesting thing that I really wasn't that much of aware of until I went to state.
Yeah.
I never really got the difference, and holy fuck, it's different.
Well, as somebody in theater, I can tell you,
Yeah,
it's stupid.
you were good in Little Shop, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was there.
Snake, it's me.
No one else did.
It's Octagon.
Everyone told me I was the worst part of the show.
All right, you saved her, man.
Someone told you you were the worst part of the show.
Yeah.
Bad news too.
You were like a side-ish character. I don't think you could have fucking.
I was
done that.
7 different characters. Thank you very much.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Way out of here.
It's been a year or two.
It's been about 2 years now.
2 years. Yeah.
To the surface.
Yeah. I played 7 different characters, and people couldn't tell
Leads from there to
I'll say
because I
that.
sucked.
No, you're fine.
small
I'll say that I knew you because we had TV together at the time. That's how I knew you. We had advanced TV. You sat in front of me. I think you were
I think
technically.
this was
there.
when the seeds were being budded.
escape route too.
They
Yeah.
just started.
I'm trying to remember.
We weren't friends yet, but we were on our way.
I'm trying to remember what it was. You mentioned a game, and I was like, "This
I
dude plays
need
video
more
games."
time to take care of your
Little
escape.
did I know.
John, I had that giant moment with you when you were freaking out about my Neverhood ringtone at the time.
I'm staying here.
Yeah.
And that was, and then we all became friends.
Yeah. Well,
I met you at an NBS
we were
meeting.
friends before that, I think. But
We were, but that
was an
some
awesome
moments
moment.
like-
I knew you separately. I didn't know you knew each other. I don't think. I met you at an NBS meeting that I went to with Jason Likens once.
Snake,
Oh.
I'm a
It was a while. That would have
That was
been
a
like,
long time ago.
it would have been like 2 years ago. I bet.
Maybe more than that.
Don't
Maybe.
die on me.
Rest in
12.
peace, Jason Like.
Well, I remember because you look like you reminded me of my friend Ben from high school.
I
Ben
promise.
Coleman.
Please
you know
do
Ben
not
Coleman.
Facebook
You reminded me of
these
Ben.
names.
You reminded me of Ben Coleman. Why does he think it's like Ben Coleman?
That sounds nice.
Ben Coleman's a good guy, so it's a good thing.
Thanks, Snake.
How you doing, Ben? He doesn't watch.
I bet it does.
Let's get the hell out of here.
You know, one day when we hit its Jontron levels and people go back in time.
I like the blur effect
Fuck.
that they use.
I like it too.
He's fighting.
No, I'm thinking about Ben Coleman now. Ben, I first grew my beard out, when I was like 19 or 20. It was the first time I ever grew it out.
Yeah.
And Ben Coleman saw me on the Marshall campus. He's like, I like that beer. You should keep it.
Too.
That's such a weird line.
And then I've had it ever since.
Sorry to talk about Metal Gear. I don't mean to.
And don't talk over Ben Coleman.
I like how he just jumps off the fucking Metal Gear.
Cause fuck it,
Look how tall that shit is.
fuck it, dude.
Yeah,
He's got so much adrenaline from just beating up liquid, and it's like the one. All the power from his twin goes to him.
Yeah, just micro.
Oh, thank God he took off his shirt.
Is she a midget?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that a bad word? I think it's a bad word, right? Little person, I think is
I think little.
I think
LP.
all of it's offensive.
LP.
I think you're just not supposed to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
midget. I think midget's not.
You're supposed to just be like, "How you doing?"
I'm really.
Yeah. But sometimes it's even ruder because they fucking know what you're thinking and they're like, you
Here's the
fucking
thing.
assholes, don't you
You gotta-
talk normal to me.
I think you have to find. I think you have to find a.
I'm down here.
I think you have to find a balance between like.
There's my sneaking.
Between completely just not acknowledging their difference at all, and then just going.
I feel like
Kind of middle.
I feel like
Yeah.
there's an Austin Powers joke that relates.
I think it's
to
stupid to
people's-
imagine that they're the same, that they're exactly the same as everyone else. There's you have to
Oh, they
acknowledge,
put them clothes back.
not acknowledge it, but
Well, like, okay, there's an Austin Powers joke with the guy with the mole, where everyone just wants to go talk about the mole. They just get out of their system. I
Yeah.
feel like that's how it is, unfortunately.
With little people.
Yeah, you just
Like,
wanna
hey, how you
point
doing?
it out.
Small.
You're smaller.
like I think a good
Short.
a good example is with how like, racism was dealt with in the 90s. People kept in the 90s. There was this weird phenomenon called color blindness, where people go, "I don't see color. Everyone's the same." That's kind of dumb. Like you can't just
I mean, you're gonna
like black
see it.
people are black and they have their own distinct culture. You can't ignore that.
Right.
People do.
And there's nothing. I mean, nothing wrong with acknowledging it.
Obviously not. Yeah, you have to.
What
It's,
does this color you speak?
it's more about celebrating people's differences than ignoring them.
Yeah,
completely.
I
That's
celebrate the
stupid.
differences. I'm
That's
glad. I'm
stupid.
glad there's so many different types of people.
I
Everyone's the
Me
same. There'd just
too.
be peaches and cream all the
Fuck
time. You
that.
dingus.
I don't see color.
I think
Fuck you.
ultimately, the best race
Fire that.
Don't finish this. Is I was about to say dwarves, but that's a real thing you can be. So that's not. I was gonna pick a mythical thing.
it all sucks. Elves.
Why?
So this is an amazing amount of things that they render on the
Because you
PS1.
think elf is a tall, but
Look how much space we're having rendered.
fucking Santa
Wow.
Claus motherfucker.
Shit. This is cool.
Well, to be fair, it's just the same section.
And I like to hold down on triangle and
What?
square throughout this whole
It's so
section
neat.
and do it all in first person mode.
Oh shit!
That's
Shoot
cool.
him.
It's like an on-rail.
This
shooting game.
is the fantastic finale.
Yes.
We are literally moments from the ending.
I'll say, and I don't get to talk about this with too many
And Meryl's
people
drunk,
because I don't know
so-
anyone. I don't know too many people who have a Wii and have bought games for it. But I think the Nintendo Wii was a very, very good console for rail shooters. People don't realize
Oh, it's
that.
perfect.
You
for
know,
that.
Like House of the Dead games are ported to Wii. Like holy fuck.
Yeah, they work
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah. And there were some Resident Evil rail shooters that were good.
but it had to be on rails. You give me a red steel and it doesn't fucking work.
I had Resident Evil 4 on Wii and I didn't love it.
No, Resident Evil 4 for me is the best on the Wii. Those
Wow.
controls
What's
are
this shit?
amazing. Because all it was was just point and shoot. But
Again.
otherwise, it's exactly like
Guess.
Resident Evil 4.
Motherfucker will not die.
I didn't have Motion Plus, so it was just
I'll tell you the game that fucking sucked with the Wii. Okami. Because whenever you try to paint,
Right there.
it doesn't register. It never registered my.
I always drew
thing.
dicks.
It was awful.
I always drew dicks.
Fuck Okami. Fuck Platinum. Fuck
Dicks
Liquid.
on to everything.
God, he's just missing those bullets.
Not
It's
for
a lot of fucking bullets.
Yeah, we have unlimited ammo because Metal Gear Solid.
You know what sucks? We live in a world
Vacuum
where we
cleaners.
can never get a Metal Gear game in VR because Kojima's gone.
Bad
But
timing.
think of him in VR.
If they would have made one more
Emulators
video
will do
with
amazing
PUBG.
things in the next decade.
VR,
No, I mean a new game built around VR.
Oh yeah, built around it. Yeah.
VR is so close to being a like a common consumer product.
Next year.
The next Metal Gear game probably would have been in VR.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
I hope Kojima does something with VR. I just see him like.
Well,
doing
I think
crazy-
Kojima does. I hope he does something. I
hope
want him to
Sony
keep
brings him
making
on.
something.
Oh, he's-
Which are the rumors I'm hearing? Sony's gonna give him the fucking studio.
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't they? If,
Well,
I mean, it makes sense.
The
They have a
man is
relationship
not
with
going to have trouble finding work, but
And
whatever
Sony-
he does
you know
has to
Sony
be
would fund
something
his ass.
new.
Imagine you're working in the game industry and you hear that Kojima left Konami. Like, I'm snatching that guy the fuck up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of people.
I think we're going to hear December is when he can do whatever.
That dude has to like search.
Oh
not at all
god,
for
you're
a new place to work.
fucked. You're close. Come on.
I'll be alright. Maybe.
You fucking can't get hit one more time.
You just point blank 50 cal in his face and he's
That's
still
the
going.
end.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You beat the game.
It's-
Let's see the ending.
Yes.
Let's enjoy
Is that really the
moment.
end of the game?
Yeah, he's done. It's
Well, I
over.
mean, there's a cutscene, but yeah.
There's story.
And it's a good ass ending too.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was the last gameplay.
This is great news.
Fuck you, Contra.
Fuck Contra.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
She likes to move and move it,
Liquid's
but she
dead.
can't.
Uh-oh. Snake!
Oh shit.
Snake!
What?
Fox died.
I know. But what?
It killed all the right people.
Fuck. I forgot about Fox dying because it's been a week since we played the game. But that made this ending better.
Didn't it? Yeah.
Fuck.
It's not done yet. We got a lot more ending.
That was a good moment though. I love that moment.
God damn.
If he's
Holy
dead,
shit.
it means
It's weird though because they have this identical genetic codes. So why is it killing Liquid?
Oh my god. Whoa.
That's what they're gonna say it.
no
Oh yeah,
stuff
she
on
admitted
each
to
side.
injecting Snake with it, right?
Hmm?
Or whatever it was.
And he was targeted with it
Yeah.
as well.
Oh fuck. Wait, they're identical. Why- Oh
That's
man.
the
Oh fuck, dude.
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Dum dum.
Early retirement.
Crazy.
Arrested?
I was
Jim
able to
Houseman.
get into contact with the president.
Jim Halpert.
Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid?
Fucking Donald Rumsfeld. That's some Donald Rumsfeld shit.
Orders were rescinded.
This is
The
this is
F-117s
Watergate.
and the B-2
Never heard of it.
have
This is
returned to
9/11.
It'd be like if there were actual people around Donald Rumsfeld that could have caught him.
authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a
If
few
people
secrets.
just felt that guy's rums, he would have been fine.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake. I'm sorry I
If you're a fan
kept
of
a lot
Ben
of things
10,
from you.
Okay, Colonel.
Colonel's the grandfather.
We're in our 20s. What are you doing?
Colonel is the same voice actor who plays the
For
grandfather.
you.
I don't know.
He does a
Ben
lot of
10
voices.
I feel like Ben 10 was after my
It
time.
was after my time too. But
This
it's
time
still
of year,
better.
the glaciers are pretty calm.
Fuck it.
You should
Why not?
I just wanted to ruin the ending.
Ben 10.
The DIA and the NSA
You guys watch Ben 10?
never expected you to come home alive.
I say to my 20-year my friends in their 20s, you guys watch Ben
You know his
10?
last name was Tennyson?
You two
I did, yeah. My brother used to watch Ben 10.
Fuck.
He's 8 years younger than me.
He's too much time.
So these two, he explained to them that they're both officially dead.
Fox Island.
So I can leave and
Should be
do whatever you want.
base.
Okay.
His name's Tennyson. He's 10 years old and he has 10 aliens. Oh yeah.
Are you gonna be okay?
Fucking.
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I
You got your
protect
memory card.
you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be
I
able
love
to
when
follow.
games
I forgot
affect
they-
your memory cards and stuff.
Nanomachines have
Besides-
batteries?
Don't worry.
I think they addressed that in 4. I don't think they do forever.
I look forward to that.
Roy,
The only thing I know the address with all this is Fox died.
about Fox die.
But
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Question mark?
Frankie said that?
he didn't say that, you
He
lying
also
piece of
said he'll
shit.
always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you
He told you to tell her
and the whole world.
Yeah, that's fine.
He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace.
That's
He
cool.
wasn't really my brother.
But she's FemShep in Mass
Ever
Effect.
since he fought with you in
Yeah.
Zanzibar, he's
Same actor.
like a ghost.
But we are ending
A ghost looking
this
for a
game
place to
on the
die.
10th episode. Just even. Just like,
Ben 10.
my friend Lauren makes this joke all the time. Her birthday was October 17th.
When am I
Back
gonna
then,
go?
like on that day, she turned 20, and she kept making this joke. She's like, double digits.
Everybody
I'm 20, double digits.
Yeah,
so fucking
when's
funny.
mine up?
Oh god.
It's up to you.
Like everyone's talking
She
about-
just won't fucking tell him when he dies. She's just like, you don't need
That's
me.
all I can say
Just
to you.
live.
Yeah. I think every birthday for the rest of my life when you go, oh, so you're 26? Like, yeah, double digits. Like, well, yeah.
If you live till you're 100 or
I mean, it is double digits.
It's been double
She's not
digits
wrong.
since you were 10. I don't know what's special when you're 26. Double digits.
Now, we started this game at nighttime, but it's progressed in the day, and not one person is beyond. I call bullshit.
I told you before
Thank
the reason
you.
that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came
The
from.
PS1.
I thought that if
The
I
gray
realized
stage.
my
Ladies and gentlemen, this game has 32 megabytes of RAM.
We're playing this on the Christian Prey Station.
know what path I should take in life.
3.
The Prey
Was
Station.
wrong.
Or the Play
I
Stable.
didn't anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like
Meryl had her
the
leg
genes
shot today. She's walking pretty good.
all the genetic
That's good.
information.
She's a badass, man.
That
She got some
doesn't
good-ass
mean
leg.
they're strong as soldiers. The most
It's not so good.
DNA determines a person's potential strengths.
No, shot legs.
Wouldn't she be cold?
She's not shot legs.
Her arms are exposed in the vest.
Yeah, shot legs.
Allow yourself to be changed by fate.
Mustn't.
Ruled by your genes.
Mustn't is.
Humans can choose.
Man, this game had such a better story than Metal Gear Solid 5.
Snake.
Yeah, at least I had a story.
Yeah.
I feel like Metal Gear Solid 5 looks more fun to play. It's a little more self-aware.
It's super fun to play.
They're
This
all
is like this is
self-aware.
like this is like this is more. I feel like almost like serious game.
It is serious, but I'm gonna say, okay,
also
story-wise, all of 5 is serious. Okay? Metal Gear Solid 2 has some of the most ridiculous Easter eggs you'll ever see. There is a ghost of Hideo Kojima in Metal Gear Solid 2 that you can take a photo of.
Yeah, we'll do
There
that
is
when we
a
play
single soldier in his boxer briefs in a cutscene for no fucking reason.
It's great.
It's hilarious.
I mean, like here's me. I don't have Metal Gear 5, and I've only seen footage of people playing it, but I know a bunch of funny shit that is in it. Like just when you're sending someone to Mother Base and they fly up in that thing, that animation's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It is.
The fact that you can just like, flop in your belly,
Well, here's-
that's really funny.
here's
You
the
get in the
thing,
box and slide down hills.
The
that's
game
funny.
is funnier. The story is super serious and dark and kind of not anything to it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you gotta remember the game that came before it does have a fucking child with rape implications and Guantanamo Bay
I did not know
references
So
entirely.
there's your item for the next playthrough, the bandana.
A reminder of a successful mission?
If you put that on when your next playthrough, then you have unlimited ammo.
of how to live.
Whoa!
A reminder how to live.
I like a little bit more.
Do you have unlimited ammo or do you get the Patriot?
I think you have unlimited ammo.
Okay, you get the Patriot in one of the games. That might be 2.
What is the Patriot?
The Patriot is a grenade, like an automatic grenade launcher. It's this ridiculous weapon.
When I was staring death in the face.
And that might be in 2. I don't know. It might be in this game actually. And the Patriot has unlimited ammo. Is maybe what I'm thinking.
So I always thought these two were gonna hook up. It's weird they don't.
Say about your
It's refreshing when games like this, you think that they're love interests and then nothing happens and the movie ends. I kind of like that.
Well, she
They do care
doesn't
about
even
each other,
show
though.
up for 3 fucking games.
They care about each other though.
She's not Metal
Yeah,
Gear
well, I
Solid
like that.
2. She's not Metal Gear Solid
The
3.
friends.
I love movies and games where men and women can just be friends and they don't have to fuck each other in the end.
That's
You know?
stupid.
I like it. It's nice. It's refreshing. Like, God, what's that movie? Gravity was like that. It looks like George Clooney and Sandra Bullock are going to get together. And then George Clooney dies like 20 minutes in the movie.
I'm gonna
It's
say
great. I
that
kind of like that.
she does fall in love and marry somebody in this game.
We look for a new
Okay.
path in life.
She marries her uncle.
Oh,
New
I
purpose.
Uncle Kojima.
Find it?
We'll find it.
We'll find
If we ever get to 4, which will be like 70 centuries, but fuck, I won't.
What are those?
I feel like
Caribou.
I think 3 will be a big ass undertaking. 2 won't be that bad.
4 is a lot more cutscenes. 2's so weird that it would just be like a shock and awe thing regardless. I'd love to.
Time for hope.
2 might be.
I'm gonna put down the controller if we do any more, and you're gonna play through 2 and 3.
Never looked
I'll pick it back up if we
I'm
do
fine
4.
with that.
Sky, sea.
I think in between Metal Gear Mondays we should play through other shit.
I agree.
Like do Ocarina of Time or something.
we could do Ocarina next.
You know, let us know what game you'd like to see us play through. If you have an idea, that's
Like, comment, and subscribe. Even
Let us
though
know.
we'll never get comments.
if there's any PS1 games or anything weird you'd like us to play through. Odds are one of us owns it.
Ocarina of Time is my
You do it.
current choice because it's like you guys know this game and I don't, and then I think Eric and I know Ocarina of Time and you don't. It's just
That's
like
true.
perfect.
Yeah, I've never played Ocarina of Time.
That's amazing.
Majora's Mask also would work. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
Majora's
games that would work.
Ocarina of Time would have
This
to come
ending
first,
ain't
though.
over, by the way.
I wouldn't just start him with Majora's Mask. It doesn't matter, but I still wouldn't.
Well, I've played the first Zelda, so I sort of get the idea. But start me off. I think we should.
This
do
is
Ocarina.
real
It's very
information.
Yeah, this is all.
It is dated, though.
They're supposed to. Well, yeah, it is now, but
As
still,
of night,
still a good indicator as to where we are.
Kojima's pretty anti-nuke, and there's a theme in the series
As I feel like a lot of people probably are.
from Japan.
I would be happy if
Well, most people in Japan for sure are
Now
fucking
this,
anti-nuke.
this
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah,
the
they would be.
most
Jesus Christ.
tasteful full motion video in gaming. I think that's coming up.
Yeah,
We've
This,
done it.
it's so.
it only uses it a handful of times, but it's very needed.
We've done it.
So okay, Max,
It's-
you've
yes.
not. This is the most you've ever been exposed to this game.
Absolutely. Fucking loved it.
I mean,
Do you?
what would you say your favorite thing about the game is? Because we know you like
Oh,
it. Obviously,
man.
you like it. You're a human
Well,
being.
There,
What's your
there
favorite
were,
thing?
there were a lot of little extra features just put into the game. The first person modes, the way you can climb, you could crawl under shit that in other games would just be like a square hitbox item that you can't do anything with. It's just there's a lot of extra care taken with this game. There's so much shit you can do in every room that I never thought could work at all. Like when you the solutions to puzzles and stuff are so abstract. I bet at the time compared to other
Oh, it
games,
stumped everybody.
This is why I really want you to see Metal Gear Solid 2, because it is so extreme the amount of little detail.
So
They put
I mean,
I absolutely love it.
and considering the era, I mean, how doesn't this just kind of tower over everything that was out at the time? I mean,
This coming out now would be good.
yeah. If this was like an indie game that came out now.
Yeah, the
agree.
song's also beautiful. If you want to listen in, it's
Yeah.
it's
Some
fucking
wooden
good.
food.
But yeah, I don't know. The thing that stands out to me most in this game is just the finesse. It's just perfectly. It's just made, and they knew it was good, and they just polished it. It's just like
Polished as fuck. Yeah.
Now the next
Yes,
game
yes. I agree with
is fucking. When it comes to story,
Also,
we
I like the
will
whole
have to
thing.
be quiet because it's the weirdest fucking story.
that. Eric, what would
ever.
you say your favorite part of this game is?
This game? Fucking mad it's so legendary. I mean, there is a vibe from it that nothing else has. You know, even the rest of the series doesn't have something that this has. I can't put my finger
motion
on it.
unit. So Toyota.
So Toyota.
I think I did a lot.
There's
Or
a
girl.
real
So you
parts
think
of this.
like the overall vibe it achieves from everything
There
coming
is a
together? is
vibe
kind of-
exclusive to the first Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, I
Because
think so, too.
it was before the story got really convoluted and crazy. Because 2 is like a super meta, interesting thought experiment.
Which is
of a
crazy
game.
because this story of this game is pretty convoluted and crazy on its own. But the way the series kind of spirals, I wouldn't say it spirals out of control, but it gets goddamn close.
2 was made as a troll. Like, it is meant to fuck with people expecting more of this. 3 is a perfect Metal Gear game that really kind of ignores the story just for itself.
I've seen some of
And then-
Metal Gear 3 actually. It's a weird one.
And then 4 is like a perfect conclusion.
4
saying-
does its goddamn level best to tie everything else together and end it tastefully.
It said, look,
and
we're
I think it succeeds, but just barely so because it's trying to put what 3 did and what 2 did and what 1 did, and everything really. It's trying to put everything together, and it's just such an enormous undertaking to try to put all these things that are so different, really tie them all together into one linear thing. And it does. But it
4
just barely
is my
so.
least favorite, but my god, it made me tear the fuck
Oh, me too.
up at the
Oh,
end.
me too. Well, the
And so is
ending of
3.
2, the ending of 4 is a 2-hour movie.
This series
And that's-
consistently makes me tear the fuck up. When we get to Metal Gear Solid 3, I won't because I've seen it too many times, but it's such a good ending. Fuck, this is a good series.
Oh, I still feel I've played lots of games. Haven't played every game that's ever been made. I haven't beaten every game that I own, but out of everything I've played, this is the best. This is still the peak of what video games can
I'm a
achieve.
Kojima fan, and I want to see what he does.
I wonder what they needed the Huntington Beach SWAT team for.
Probably
Real
advising.
world stuff, like
Oh, yeah,
military
yes.
movements and that kind of thing.
This,
This is a man. of
This game
detail.
makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you scared. It makes you happy. It makes you. I mean, the amount of political intrigue they're able to cram
With
into
real
this.
world
Just do
information.
those little codec scenes.
This was a
Amazing.
sequel to that little fucking 2D MSX game I played.
Yeah.
It really didn't have much, but and as a story, there's
And the 3D,
There's nothing like it.
3D games were still new, and it was still kind of not every developer had really gotten the hang of it. And you could argue most developers really hadn't quite gotten the hang of it.
I think I know a dumb way to describe Metal Gear. I think it is kind of like a combination of a comic book and a Tom Clancy novel. It's real world political intrigue, but where a fucking superhero could just show up.
Yeah,
Never read a
The
Tom
cra-
Clancy novel.
Well, I just mean like
it's a lot like
play like
something
Splinter
that.
Cell or something, or see like a fucking I don't know.
Conflicted double agents and things.
Like a Die Hard, like
military
something
situations.
super political and like like military tactic. But then you also have like
We
even though you have this
a
serious
little bit of
app-
dialogue here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
This is fucking.
I don't know how
hilarious.
close we are to it, but I just want to. I think it might be right.
No, it's coming. This is a line we can't miss.
This is good shit.
I got my eyes are so used to that going off that when that wasn't the screen, I felt like it was doing this, but it wasn't.
Mustn't
Oh
allow
no, this isn't the thing. There's another
is
thing.
ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yeah, of course. What did you think of it?
Well, this game's about genes. Okay.
So this is the beginning of the game.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. Vector? Yes, sir. Fox die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance.
Oh!
Oh.
So the president of the United States is Solid Snake's brother. Solidus.
He's the third snake. And we get to learn
Fuck.
all about that in the next game.
Jesus.
And it just keeps on going from there and going from there.
What the hell?
Codename Leopard. Well, that's the end. That's it.
I gotta go pee.
Save our mission data.
Goodbye!
Is this should we end it here?
Yeah, we're done.
I guess
There's
that's it.
nothing left.
We'll come back to Metal Gear. We may not go right into Metal Gear 2.
We might
but,
have sex with a different game.
We may go into Ocarina. I'm really feeling
To
that idea.
Undertale.
Yeah.
But if anybody has any real ideas that they really feel like they'd like to see us play through and dick around with, let us know. And we're open to things.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll say though we are taking suggestions. We're probably gonna do Ocarina. It's
I like
perfect.
that. I'm really feeling that.
Yeah.
But I mean, even after Ocarina, if anybody has any ideas, let us know.
Absolutely.
We're open to suggestions.
Yeah.
Don't say Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I'm not gonna say Ocarina is the only idea,
don't
and every
have
other
it.
idea is stupid, and we want it's hard to say. So.
Yep. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you aren't listening to the audio versions on mobcast.com, be sure to do that. And if you are listening to the audio version on mobcast.com, go to youtube.com/memorycardradio and watch the video versions because there's extra shit in there.
Yes,
Like Max.
there's a video thing. You can see me.
Yeah.
I'm naked right
We
now.
got faces and bodies and arms.
For the
we
for the
touch
audio
each
people,
other sometimes.
For the audio people, I am actually naked right now. So come check that out.
Bye.
Look at my gringus. Bye.